Greetings and welcome to the Astronomy Picture of the Day podcast. Today's picture for February 3rd of 2025 is titled Wolf-Rayet star 124 stellar wind machine. So what do we see here? Well, this is an example of a Wolf-Rayet star at the center, and these are among the most massive stars that form. And in fact, they can reach close to the upper limit, which is about 100 times the mass of our sun. Now that's as massive as a star can physically be. And if tries to be more massive than that, it would be having so much radiation pressure pushing away that material would not be bound to its outer layers and would be expelled outward. And in fact, we see instabilities here that do it even at the lower masses of this type of star. But there's just that upper limit to how massive a star can possibly be before it's producing so much energy that it overwhelms gravity. So here we see those outer layers of the star being expelled out as material pushes outward from the star. Now the star still glows brightly at the center. Now typically they are about 50 or so times more massive than the sun, maybe a little lower, maybe a little higher, pushing up towards that 100 solar mass limit. But then they start to illuminate that nebula around them, that nebula that we see here glowing, which is all of the material that has been expelled outward from the star. Now, why this happens, that's really hard to know. We cannot really see the details of what's going on within the star. And that's one of the biggest problems. But over the last 20,000 years or so, this star has been really blowing itself apart, pushing material outward. Now, what we think at the end of its life will happen is that it will become a supernova. And that happens when the interior of the star builds up a core of iron. Now, once you build up a core of iron, there's no way to get energy out of it, so that the inner part of the star will then collapse downward, rebound, and explode outward. It can forming a massive explosion out into space and expelling even more material outward. Now we know this isn't a supernova because a supernova occurs very quickly. Once a star gets to that stage, it's something that happens very fast, and we would know it. And this would become one of the very brightest stars in the sky because of the amount of energy that is being produced. So even at a distance of 15,000 light years, it would become a star that would be very easy to see in the sky. And that's what happens with a supernova because of the immense amount of energy that some supernovae, depending on how close they are to Earth, can even be seen during the middle of the day, that they can be bright enough to be seen during daylight. Now, when that will happen to this star, that is a good question and not something that anyone can answer right now, because we cannot look into the core of the star to really see what's happening, what's going on there, and how much longer this star happens to have. So that was our picture of the day for February 3rd of 2025. It was titled Wolf-Rayet star 124 stellar wind machine. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture, previewed to be anti-rainbow. So we'll see what that is about tomorrow. And until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.